Greetings, fluffers, schnoots, and hobbyists. We are looking at my desktop. That's right. It is just a panel on the bottom and a black background. I don't know what happened to the background. It just vanished on me. It's very strange. I can't even click. That's new, actually. I guess I can't click the background. So the context of this video, if you couldn't tell from the title, is I'm switching from Xfce to KDE. And I hope it goes well, because the title will probably partially explain what is happening. But at this point, I'm on Xfce. And there it is. We have the Xfce about the desktop environment, 420. Yeah, it does seem like 420. It's like this whole version of Xfce is high. I don't know. I've just had nothing but bugs. My desktop is gone. The icons are gone. I can't even click it. I really don't know what's going on. Will this work? If I can't move this dialog to the display you want to change, and this is monitor 0. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on, but I'm over it. I'm going to be switching to KDE, which is the desktop that I didn't come from. I was actually on Cinnamon before Xfce, but I had been using KDE for a pretty long time, and I switched to GTK land, but I'm regretting it now. I bet you it's called Plasma. I bet you it's called not KDE, which is what I searched for in Octopi, but I bet you it's called Plasma. Install Plasma Meta, actually. I wouldn't have guessed Meta, but I should have looked for Plasma and then desktop. But yeah, Meta is in there, sure. Okay, so we're going to follow the Arch Wiki. So I'm using a tool called Octopi, which I think is Qt. Is it Qt 5 or Qt 6? But Xfce is GTK, Cinnamon is GTK, and I tried GNOME. I will probably make a video about why I'm not using GNOME, but for this, we're just gonna try to cut over to KDE. This is usually a bad move, but my Xfce desktop is so messed up that I'm kind of over it. So what this little dialog is saying is that there's optional dependencies for this Plasma Meta package, and I bet you the Arch, like the wiki, talks about some of these, and hopefully I won't have to rely on the wiki too much. I'm hoping that I can just install this and then just log out, log in, and be done. But anyway, this is saying that there are some additional packages. So I actually don't use Grub on this setup, so I have no use for Grub. I don't think I use Plymouth. And then this is for development. You know, I've actually done Plasma develop. Well, it was Qt development. I used QML, and it was one of the worst experiences I've ever had. So my dreams of being a Qt or KDE developer have long been extinguished from that. But I think this is all we need. So it is a little concerning that it doesn't install the Plasma desktop. Yeah, this package isn't there. So let's go back to the wiki, and it says install Plasma or the Plasma group. For differences between these two packages, reference the package group. If you're an NVIDIA user, which I am, you'll want to install the NVIDIA driver and use the Wayland session. That's nice because Xfce does have a Wayland session, but it doesn't work for me. I'm not going to say it doesn't work, but it does not work for me at all, and I know that KDE's Wayland session does, and I would like to use Wayland. So it says to install the Plasma Meta group, which is actually listed here, but it's not showing up in Octopi for some reason. But let's pull the trigger and see what it's going to install. This is another issue I have with, I want to turn this into a bash on Xfce, but man, I am just getting paper cuts from all over the place. Look, I can't even grab it. I can't even grab the bottom of the window. Look at this. Like there's one pixel and then you can grab it. So what do we got? This just looks like KDE versions of the stuff that I have. So there's nothing particularly new here. This should just be the KDE desktop. Is SDDM in here? Yeah, it's right here, SDDM. So it's gonna swap out my display manager. I'm using LightDM, so I might run into issues here. And if I do, I won't be able to record it because I'll probably drop into a TTY, but I'll talk about it. Oh, I ran into an error and I started recording right as it happened, but I missed it. Oh, error receiving? Oh, that's a mirror thing. Okay, that's nothing to worry about. All right, it looks like it finished. So that issue that popped up, I don't know if I'm gonna leave that into the edit. I'm producing this in a different way. I'm thinking of how the video will look as I record it, and I'm like, well, I might use that, I might use this. It makes it a lot easier for editing, because that's the least fun about making these tech videos. But so we've got these errors right here. and it says it returns 404, but I've noticed that Pac-Man doesn't tell you when it's using a different mirror. It just does it. So there's all these failures and then suddenly it works. And that's because it tried all these mirrors and then it found one that worked and just moved on. Now, I'll say that I'm not a super seasoned Arch user, but I have had a lot of issues with mirrors. I mean, they error out like this more than any other distro I have used. And I've used lots of mirrors on Debian with Nala, for example, and those basically never fail. And over here on Arch, these get 404s constantly. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but yeah, it's like, for a new user, it'd probably freak you out to see all these errors, but they literally mean nothing. All right, according to the wiki, this is all we need to do is install the Plasma meta package and starting Plasma by using a display manager. Now, I mentioned I'm using LightDM. LightDM should work for this, but if it doesn't, then it won't matter. You won't even see it because I can't capture the display manager because I need to be in the distro to run OBS, and it's like a chicken before the egg issue. But let's go ahead and try to reboot. Oh yeah, just like that, it works. I'm starting with OBS so you can kind of see my setup here. I had to create this new screen capture for Pipewire because this XSHM screen capture doesn't do anything anymore. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look, it's Conky. He's so cute. And everything worked right out of the gate. No editing magic, no nonsense. I'm going to give you a little bit of telemetry. And there's our boy, Conky. Whoa! Whoa, did you see that? Did you see that? My cursor got huge. I don't know why I did that. Man, there it is again. Why is it doing it? Is KDE doing this? Is it the desktop being goofy? I don't know. Do one of you have control over my mouse right there? What's going on? Look, it's doing it again. Why is it doing that? I have no idea what's going on. How weird. But look, guys, this is awesome. I'm so jazzed. I just want to say that this is the power of Linux. If you've never used Linux, you can't do this on Windows. Oh, my desktop isn't working right. I'm just going to install something else. Yeah, you can't do that. You're stuck with Windows. And on Linux, you couldn't do this maybe 5-10 years ago. It just totally hose up your desktop. Nothing would work right. So this is the absolute latest and greatest version. I closed K-Info Center, but this is, man, that mouse thing is very odd. But it's KDE 6, Qt 6. I'm using kernel version 6.12 LTS. I like the LTS kernel. Of course, this is Wayland. Now, before I go, I want to show you this weird thing that KDE did. I don't know. I'm making content here. I thought this was interesting. This is fractionally scaled at 25%. I didn't tell it to do that. And it's kind of weird. Like, look, you can see my mouse is getting stuck down here. Oh, it's huge. That's useful. Why is it doing that? Is it because I'm shaking it? Is it an accessibility thing? Oh, I think it might be. That's so cool. Anyway, you can see that I can move it to the other monitor right in the middle, but not down here. And that appears to be because of this. And I don't know. Oh, what the heck? What is going on? Wow. Okay, well, at any rate, I'll figure that out. It looks like I have to install some KDE stuff like the console. This is GNOME Terminal, but I think this is where I'm going to leave you. Let's see how much. Ooh, 4 gigs? That's actually kind of heavy, but you know, there's probably, well, OBS is running, and yeah, it looks like it's mostly OBS. Plasma's eaten a fair amount. K-Info Center. But anyways, this is going to wrap it up. I think it's my first real, I guess, tech adjacent video in quite a long time. And I'm doing this off the cuff. It's 6:30 a.m. and I've been wanting to switch from Xfce to KDE for a while. And I mean, it's easy content. You guys will probably like it, so I'm making it for you. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And if you want to see more, you can go to my websites. You can go to Discord, Blue Sky. You can find me all over the place. So until next time, thanks for watching.